Today we're talking about Runway, VO, about Apple, Figma and about open source. So let's do this. Hello and welcome to This Week in Design, the weekly show video where we are talking about all things that are new in the design world, and we have an exciting week or exciting things to talk about. First thing is AI. More specifically, AI generated video, because the Wall Street Journal has given it a try and they have been creating an AI generated short film. Let's take a look.
Rise and shine, Joanna. It's 6:15 a.m. It's going to be a great day. Oh, you'll feel better after a workout. I've sanitized your sports bra.
Thank you.
What do you think about this video? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, you can watch the whole thing on the YouTube channel of the Wall Street Journal. I will be linking the video as all the links, all the videos I'm talking about today in the description of this video. So they have been using a combination of VO2, VO3 by Google and Runway to create this short film, and they have a really cool rundown about how they approach this project. For a budget of around $1,000, they have been creating this video. And if you've asked yourself how that went and what their experiences are, of course, they are talking about this in this video.
We used Midjourney to design our star, Optimax 5000. It took a few iterations. To create me, we gathered some photos, and the neighborhood was made in Runway. Then we took these images of the characters and the background and put them into Runway's references tool and wrote a prompt describing the scene we wanted.
Well, AI isn't perfect, but if we were making this in real life, we would have needed a crew and a much bigger budget.
To me, seeing this experience firsthand without the sugar coating of a promotional video is actually really cool, especially to see what's possible already in AI video short film generation and what still needs to be improved. To me, it still seems like a tedious process with a lot of frustrating byproducts, results. But let's see, maybe this will improve in the near future, so exciting to watch this space. Let's talk about open source. So when you think about open source, you might think about ugly, nerdy software that is for Linux users. But did you know that there are many open source design tools, design resources as well? The designer Daniil Vladimirov has started to collect them in the Everyday Tools collection. Currently you will find 18 different tools from the space of website building, type design or generative art in this collection. And of course all of them are free and open source to use right from your browser. My personal favorite is the Space Type Collector, which lets you create cool ribbon effects, cool ribbon text effects, which you can fully control and fully play around with, and then of course export and use in your own designs. So check out Everywhere Tools. Of course, you will find the link in the description below. If you're an Apple user, translucent, transparent, see-through interfaces, blurred backgrounds, glass effects might be a standard that you've been looking at for many years now. But do you know what it actually takes to create blur on a computer?
In everyday life, you can just defocus, turning the world into a soft haze. But in graphics, things get harder. The mixing radius is exactly the size of the little box around each pixel inside which everything is mixed. Set the blur radius to 5, and each pixel involves about 100 neighbors. The combination of translucent glass, sharp reflections, and subtle background treatments laid the groundwork for Apple's later material language, and hinted that interface design was heading somewhere new and far more exciting very soon.
Studio DELO has created a nice short 7-minute documentary about how blurring on the computer works, what it takes a processor or a GPU to actually create this effect on the fly in real time. And I think it's super interesting. It's a short 7 minutes to watch. It's a little bit nerdy, a little bit of a deep dive, but super cool to understand what it takes to create the designs that we are thinking up, that we are creating in our design tools. And if you want to And if you want to support Studio DELO, check out his cool blurry sphere shirt that he created for this video and which you can buy in his shop. The last news for today is coming from our friends at Figma. It's a tiny detail, but something that we all have been waiting for so desperately. SF Pro is coming to Figma pre-installed, ready to go, ready to use. How can you be so excited about a typeface, Joe? Well, if you have been designing for Apple interfaces, if you have gone through the troubles of finding SF Pro, downloading it from a GitHub repository or the official Apple site, and then installing it and trying to use it, trying to find the right version of SF Pro, then you might understand. So this makes designing native UI inside of Apple products or for Apple products so much easier inside Figma, and I'm really happy about this tiny but important release. This is it for this week. I hope you liked this video. Let me know in the comments below what I've been missing. And of course, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel to not miss any of this video. There will be a new This Week in Design every week. I will see you in the next one. Looking forward to this. Until then, bye.